Maybe it's a phase. Maybe he just doesn't like smiling.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs or see a doctor today for an autism screening. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better. And it can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
And you're back here with the Rise and Shine 209 Morning Show. I am Alex here with Ms. J.
Hey.
So today's Wednesday, right?
Yep, it's
all right.
Day.
Yeah, it is Wednesday. Sorry, I got confused right there. Yeah. 61 degrees today here out in Stockton. 55% chance of rain. Wind's going to be 15 miles per hour. Humidity 97%. But the rain's going to continue till Saturday. Be prepared. Just take a jacket. It's sprinkling off and on, raining kind of hard.
Yeah, it hasn't been that bad.
It hasn't been, especially when you compare it to like the last couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been refreshing. It's helping our water levels. I don't know what the percentage is now, but I know like last month, the state of California was no longer in a drought, and we just had like 38% to go. So I don't know. I guess these next few weeks will take us up a little higher.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, so we covered our morning rituals, stuff we like to eat in the morning.
Yeah.
Then we kind of jumped over to stuff we did in college and the food that we ate. I had my schooling is a little weird. Like I went to 3 elementaries, 2 middle schools.
Really?
Yeah. Then I went, I told you that story how I was going to go to graphic design school right out of high school, but I wanted to keep doing sports. So I went up to Weed, California for 3 years. Told you the Siskiyous. I coached for a year, track. Then I went to Chico State for a year. Then I went up to Oregon. So nothing really steady.
Yeah.
A lot of jumping around. And a lot of that was due to, my mom wasn't able to pay for a lot of college, so I was trying to get scholarships.
Oh, okay.
I thought I had one at Chico State, but they ended up wanting me to take out a loan for the first year to make sure that I was as good. Yeah. Couldn't do it.
They're going to get you in.
Yeah. So then I go up to Oregon thinking, oh, yeah, here's a full ride, but then racist. And when I say racist, example, playing on the basketball team, go to a grocery store. Everybody in the grocery store, oh, yeah, can't wait for the night. Can't wait to see you guys play. Good luck. You're going to win. Season's over. Same people. Get out of here. What are you doing in my town?
Are you serious?
Yeah, like that bad. Like, you know who I am. You've talked to me.
Wow.
But now that was the biggest thing in the town, was the basketball team for Klamath Falls.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it was a little different. And as far as food-wise, Chico State, I would probably say, had the best food.
Okay.
When I was up in junior college going to Siskiyous, it was, just the basic. But it worked because
crinkle cut fries.
You were still a broke college student.
Yeah.
So you didn't want the ramen. You got tired of the chili. So then you would sneak the food from the cafeteria to the dorm. It was only across the road.
Yeah. I think every college knows that people do that. I think it's just like the joy of saying, ooh, we're going to sneak in.
Yeah. Did you live in the dorms?
Yes, I did.
Did you guys sneak the furniture into your dorm room?
No, because we actually had good furniture.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you go to the good schools.
Well, like our dorm rooms were very small until you got into the older dorms. So on Spelman's campus, the newer dorms were the ones that were the ones that were built in the 1900s, but we still have those dorms that were built in the 1800s that had, of course, bigger rooms. But yeah, in the actual rooms, you have your desk, your chair, and the bed, but we always had like a lounge or community area with like the TV and the couches. So there were always places you can really chill or go read or listen to music or common areas. And because you're in the Atlanta University Center, you really don't want to stay on your campus. Spelman is the only college that has a gate around it. We'll get into the HBCU politics later because there's a lot of stereotypes. But we were always wanting to be off campus anyway. So, taking the furniture to put in your room, I don't care about that.
Yeah, we'll see. That totally different. I'm up in Weed, California. There's 3 exits, no stop sign, no stoplights.
Wow.
And a handful of black people. So you can imagine you tried to stay together. So me and my buddy, he's actually on your friends list. I was the guy looking at your friends last night.
We're not going to say that on air anymore.
I don't care. I wasn't talking. I was trying to see who I could talk about. And
so be careful if you're my friend on Facebook.
Yeah, my buddy Nate, we went to school together. He's the guy that actually I went with him to the recruiting trip. And that's how I ended up going there. But
cool.
We get the room together, and we start taking some of the furniture from the common area into ours. Because at that time, we were like, everybody would come in there. After about a couple weeks of seeing who hung out with who, where you go, we were actually like the room to come kick it in.
You guys were the cool kids.
Yeah. I'd brought the African medallion, and I'd put it like right in our doorway, and that was like our microphone because we would have concerts.
Oh God. College days.
Yeah, college days. Well, that he was the other. It was 3 of us in high school that had a group. We talked about it the other day.
Oh yeah,
and he was one of them.
So wait, we want to go back. So yesterday, those of you who living under a rock and missed the show yesterday, don't worry. Problem. You can still go back to YouTube and our Facebook channel, Facebook page, YouTube channel, and listen to the show from yesterday. The dates are on there as well. So look for the Rise and Shine 209 morning show on KXVS 92.1 FM. And you can look at yesterday's date and see the show. But anyway, Alex mentioned we were talking about 90s music, old school R&B, flashback into being 80s babies and that type of thing. And he mentioned that back in the day, he had a group. So was this like a hip hop?
That was R&B.
R&B. Oh my God! So you 90s. Guys did the whole
Voices. That was the name of the group.
Oh my God, voice. So what happened? Like
what happened?
I want to know the story. How did you guys get together?
Oh well, me and my buddy Nate. I met him going to Seaford Center playing basketball, and then when I moved, we moved right before my freshman year, high school. I was supposed to go to Stagg.
Okay.
But we moved to the Lodi area, and I ended up going to Tokay. Didn't know anybody except for him. So he was mainly the guy I was around. This other kid kind of was gravitated towards us. So we were always together. And, back then, Jodeci was big.
Oh.
So one day we're riding on the bus, and we were like, man, we should start a group. Who are we going to be? Voices. So then we would just be going around on campus just singing every once in a while.
Did you guys sound good?
Probably not.
No, I mean, I don't know. Can you sing? Let's hear something. What were you the bass in the group?
Course.
Okay.
Of course. The one song that we'd sing all the time was Stay. So I'd be like, baby girl, I'm sorry.
You were the rapper. Alex was the rapper in the group.
No. Actually, that was Nate. One thing that was cool about that, my mom took us on a trip to see the Grand Canyon and go to Vegas the summer before I started, after we moved, the summer before I started high school. So underage, but that's what, rayon shirts and all that. So we wanted to go out. Who's
dating himself now?
We went to the Motown Cafe. Is that what it was? Can't remember the name, but they had a singing competition.
Really?
Yeah, and we entered. Knowing we couldn't get the prize if we won because we weren't supposed to be in there, but we got, it was second or third. We sung here we go. We sung Boys to Men. And I just forgot the song.
End of the Road.
No, it was like an a cappella song that they had. It's so hard to say goodbye.
Oh yeah, it's so hard to say goodbye.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, see?
And the winner did a rendition of Purple Rain that was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the winner deserved the win.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. But we had to leave because we couldn't get the
prize.
We weren't supposed to be in there. But it was,
that was pretty cool. So what happened to the group? You guys just got older and said,
just fell off. He went out. He got a scholarship to Wyoming football. I stayed around and coached for a year, waiting on some track stuff. And then the other guy, I think he went to the military.
Okay, so just life happened. You got older.
But
what I wonder, you ever wonder what could have happened to voices?
Here's the thing, don't you living in the times we are now and seeing how social media is so big and everybody records everything.
Yeah.
If we had that technology when we were younger,
wow.
Right? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
A lot of things would be different.
A lot of things would be different.
How many times did you get with your friends and have, lip sync competitions or dance offs?
Yeah, my cousins and I had a group called 3 Shades of Black.
You did tell me that. So, what were the shades? Where did you fall in the category?
I was caramel. We had flavors. I was caramel. My cousin Lakia, I know. My cousin Lakia, we call her Kiki. She's passed away. She passed away in 2000. Well, years ago. She was vanilla. And then our younger cousin, Otha, he lives in Sacramento now. He was chocolate. But we only performed In Vogue songs because she was the oldest and she was like addicted to In Vogue. Mm-hmm. So our main song, because, and Otha wrote the raps to the song. So even if it was a song that didn't have a rap, he would rap. And we would like...
We weren't going to sing In Vogue with me.
No. But we did like What a Man with Salt and Pepper and In Vogue. That was like... If people in 209, now we're going back. There's a competition that Tony Washington does. What's the big city? Apollo Nights.
Yes.
Apollo Nights started on the South Side at Community of All Nations. Tony was doing that then. He would do a community talent show. He was actually the apartment manager, and he's very passionate about the community, wanting to implement some great things for the youth. And of course, these were minority children, and he wanted to do an annual talent show in the summer. And that's actually where it started, and it grew to the schools and now Apollo Nights at the Fox Theater. I mean, a lot of great stars that have now toured the world were a part of this legacy. Right. So shout out to Tony Washington if you're listening. But yeah, so every time we would perform, what got us a trophy, and this is the cool thing, Tony Washington has always been a man of excellence. So even then, we all got medals or trophies, like real medals or trophies. It was never like a little ribbon or like a piece of paper to say thanks for participating. They might have been like little small trophies, but we got the top 5 would get a trophy. All the participants would get like little medals. But we got our first trophy doing What a Man with In Vogue and Salt and Pepper. And I was a mixture of pepper with a little bit of salt. No. Everybody, like back then, I was the kid. I used to suck my thumb all the way up until middle school. So everybody thought I was shy. So I had that little innocent look.
You played it up.
Yeah, I did, of course.
Of course.
But then when it's time to perform, I was like, rah.
All in your face.
All in your face. Hoo-ha. Got you all in check.
So did you do anything like that for school? Or was it just...
I've always been performing. My childhood dream was to go to Juilliard and be on Broadway. So acting, singing, dancing was. So
you were a
always...
tree. That was your first. You were like a tree.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
I was a rockin'.
But acting stuck with me, and then I just did speech and debate, acting, and that type of thing. But yeah, you're absolutely right. If we had YouTube back then, and I would start my own channel, I know, I'd be like Beyonce right now. I probably wouldn't look like her.
What else did you have to do? I mean, especially you just emulate it. I mean, turn on the music videos and start doing what you do. I mean, dropping down to the knee and pulling your arms like this, that's like a go-to, right? That's like an R&B go-to.
That meant passion. That meant I'm passionate about what I'm saying. Then you did the point.
Yes. And then
for all of you. This has been your 1990s R&B training intro to 90s R&B. But that's hilarious. Yeah, I think, when you think about it, when I think about it, it makes me think about like those people who really, really had talent back then that didn't have the opportunity.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
where are they now?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you always find, you know, you see it on TV or on, you know, social media, those gems, like the store clerk. Have you seen that one? It was this white guy that's singing like amazing
Maxwell
voice.
brought him to the concert.
Yeah, like, you know, you find these gems, like, what did they do? And here in Stockton, we have some amazing talent. Most of them you'll find in churches, or you'll go to some community event and you're like,
yeah, what are you doing?
Why are you not, you know, on the top of the charts right now? And it's crazy. But yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like what you said. Everything is a business now. So it really doesn't care about the talent per se. It's not really the number one thing they're looking for usually in these things like The Voice and
oh god, yeah, it's 90% business, 10% talent.
So you know, that's everything. And as you get older, you start to understand that it's just not talent in a lot of things that we try to do.
Let's not start there. There's a lot of people that don't have talent.
That are out there doing it. So the thing that just came across that I saw has nothing to do with what we've been talking about.
Okay.
It has to do with horoscopes, and it says the expectation versus reality of each sign.
The expectation versus the reality of each sign. Oh, this should be interesting.
And you're Sagittarius, correct?
Why I gotta go first?
Because I don't want to. And there's only two of us, and I brought it up.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, I'm a Sagittarius.
The expectation is they are unsympathetic.
Yep.
But the reality is that they actually care a whole lot, although they may not show it.
That's true.
That's true?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you do that on purpose?
Now that I know, it's a coping or defense mechanism.
We all have them.
Yeah. But for the Sagittarius, the hard exterior, soft interior that's the in a nutshell of that.
So now that you know that, other than playing it up and using it as a defensive mechanism, how do you make sure when you don't want to come off like that you show your true self, or do you just let it be all the time unless you get close with someone?
For me, I can't speak for every Sagittarius, but for Sagittarian women, or for Sagittarius, I guess I can when we're speaking in the sense of astrology and horoscopes.
I mean, it's general. We're not really getting down to specifics.
We're very honest.
Yeah, I do know that.
Very genuine. So even if I come off as, you know, a hard exterior, if the person knows me well enough to listen to what I say, they'll get it. Whether I'm showing, you know, I can be like, I'm really upset right now, but not cry. But they would still know that I'm really upset. And so a person respecting that kind of brings down that barrier for a Sagittarius. You know, consistency is great for a Sagittarius. So if I tell you, you know, you're one thing that I take pride in with being a Sagittarius, you never have to guess. And I love being a Sagittarius woman because the expectation for women is the read between the lines. She's going to tell you what she feels before, you know, she goes to logic. But being a Sagittarius woman, for the most part, of course, now that I'm older, just listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you. There's no read in between. Agenda. Yeah, no hidden agenda. Yeah. And I think most people have conflicts with Sagittarian women because that's what they're doing. They're trying to read in between. There's no line to read in between. I'm telling you, this is what I don't like. But you're saying, no, just listen to what I'm saying. And if you're consistent in that and respect that, then that hard exterior comes down. That's
refreshing or it should be refreshing for men because, you know, for me personally, I already am bad reading signs. And, you know, I try to put that out there in the beginning. And if you like me, you'd probably already know because it probably took an extra 2 weeks for me to figure it out. But, you know, it's just without guessing, you know?
Yeah.
But I can't get too mad because I don't talk a lot. So it's kind of like the same thing. But it just makes things easier when we're both not trying to have the other person figure it out.
But then you have that male-female thing regardless of the sign where it's like that cat and mouse. You know, women like to be chased regardless of us, you know, saying we on me. Let's get into you. Now, what's your sign?
Virgo.
You're a Virgo.
So mine says the expectation is that I'm overly critical of others. But the reality is that actually has no intention of hurting people and is just really honest. That
Did you write that?
No, I didn't.
Did you write these? What did you? I want to see a source check. Source check. Fact check.
At humorous horoscopes.
Humorous horoscopes. All right. That sounds something like you write anyway.
No, I can't.
Who's the author? Who's the author? Alex Woods.
I cannot spell. This is from Virgo Nation, though.
Oh, so okay.
Does that
Yeah.
make a little difference?
It makes it different. We're gonna check that. So the expectation is that you're very judgmental, but you're not. You're just honest.
Yes. I am.
But if you're honest and you bring out the facts all the time, that's could be judgmental.
Yes, it is, and it.
So
So instead of constantly saying, "Well, I'm not being judgmental," I'm just trying to point out what's going on and help. I usually don't. After a while, I just don't say anything because it just helps relieve the tension. Because most people that know me, especially when you spend a lot of time with me, or you're actually I'll just say family.
Okay.
They at some point will look at me and be like, "What now?
Yeah.
What are you upset about now? What's bothering you now?" And it's really not that. Like my grandmother hates it. My mom hates it. I'm always getting on them. One, with my mother, drinking water. She does construction. She might have one bottle of water throughout the whole day.
Oh, wow.
I can't. You drink your water.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to drink your water, woman. My grandmother, she doesn't really want to get up and be active.
Oh, yeah.
And you hurting? Oh, yeah. Well, I can tell you why you're hurting.
Because you ain't moving.
Yeah. So, my grandma kicked me out of her house last week.
Granny kicked Alex out. You got kicked out by Granny.
Yeah. And what was funny, I was coming over there because I got kicked out the last time.
Shouts out to Granny. I like her. She's feisty.
Me and my grandmother, our birthdays are 2 days apart.
Oh, there we go.
So I read her.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, well, why are you complaining that your body hurts when you can get up and move around? Oh, you don't want to move around. Well, don't complain about your body being hurt.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with my mom. Like, I just want them to be around a long time.
Yeah.
And and what I see them doing is not helping. So
I believe maybe it's just in the delivery.
Oh yeah. It's definitely in the delivery.
Like, yes.
And this, I have backwards compliments.
Yeah.
I give those a lot. And it's just a delivery.
Yeah.
I have a good heart. Yeah. I will help you with everything I'm saying. Mm-hmm. It just might come out like I'm pointing out.
You'd butt heads with the Sagittarius a lot with those backwards compliments.
Yeah. My real good friend is a Sagittarius. And it's
all the time.
Yeah, my delivery sucks.
Now, is your real good friend a male or female?
Female.
Female. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, if I'm not trying to get too deep, how old is she? You guys are the same age, or is she older or younger?
Younger, a couple years.
She's younger. Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. And everybody makes fun of me saying that I would be like the military type of parent. Like, you need to do this and do that. What time is it? It's 3:00. How come the dishes aren't in the...
Really?
But I'm not like that.
I wouldn't expect that.
No.
Well, I haven't seen that side. We haven't known each other that long. We haven't spent any time outside of the studio. So I don't know. The jury is still out on that one. But if you have Sagittarius friend, Sagittarius is pretty honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably...
And my honesty comes off like I'm talking mess. That's how it comes off.
But then the Sagittarius that we like that. We like to talk crap back, but then you take it seriously, and then we just go back and forth. And the Sagittarius is like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it again."
There you go.
That's hilarious. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. Well, since it's only us two in here, it's the only ones we need to talk about, right? What's your son?
My son. Oh my God, I don't remember what his sign is. His birthday's August 10th. I don't know what's August 10th zodiac.
He's either a Leo or a Virgo.
I think he's a Leo, the lion. I don't know. Let's look it up.
Yeah.
I think he's a Leo. August 10th zodiac.
All right, why don't you look that up, Al?
Anybody else out there that can can help out to let us know what that is. Let's see. August 10th, Zodiac. He's a Leo. Yes.
Okay.
My big boy's a Leo. I was right.
What was on? Oh yeah, okay, I was on Twitter. All right, so Leo.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
What does it say?
The expectation
Uh-huh.
is that they are conceited and popular. The actuality, the reality of that is that they are insecure and hate most people.
That is so him. That is so freaky. That is so my son at 8 years old.
Really?
Oh my God. That is so, I have to like take a moment. That is so like, and I say that all the time. I say he's a combination of me and his father is an introvert. Mm-hmm. And likes to stay at home. He does not, but he's in the music industry, so he has to, but he's a producer. He's not, he's a musician, so sometimes he works with bands,
right? But
he does not like a lot of people. So my son really is like that. But if he gets real comfortable with you, he'll do that. And, I always post on social media, our candid moments together, having mommy son fun time. Mm-hmm. So people expect him to be like me, like all blah, hey everybody, and he's really like, Mom, I'm ready to go. That's a good one. Okay, since they got that one right, I'll give it to him.
You'll give it to him.
I'll give it to him. They got some good stuff going on. So is it time? See, London's not here, but I think it's politic time.
Yeah.
Get into some politics. You want to take a break before we get into politics?
We'll do that. Take a quick break. We'll get into some actual news.
Actual news. That's news.
Yeah, it is.
Fun news.
Our personal news.
Personal and fun.
Yeah.
All right.
So for the people that want some real news, just all serious in here.
Yes, we'll bring it down. We'll have Alex change the light to blue.
Change to red.
Oh.
I'm pissed off already with this administration.
Oh, God.
Betsy DeVos, really?
Yep, DeVos, and locally, Michael Tubbs, our mayor.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
Talk about that. So we'll be back after this. Alex, Ms. J, Rise and Shine 209 Morning Show on a Wednesday. We'll be back.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.